Hey, I'm here to talk about some obviousness uh, with regard to patents. First off, I found four good key points that are included in the definition of obviousness. The first one is that obviousness helps to determine the scope and content of prior art. Um, Number two is to ascertain the differences between the claimed invention and the prior art. Number three is to resolve the level of ordinary skill in the pertinent art. And number four is to consider objective, uh, how objective the non-obviousness is. Um, so prior art kind of plays a huge role into obviousness because you can have two patents in which someone could combine them in order to make a new patent, and this could or could not be obvious in a few respects. In one respect, one patent, you have these two patents, and one patent could say for the possibility of combination with some other technology, and therefore it would be obvious because it was outlined in another patent, and therefore it's too obvious to become its own. It would be too obvious to become its own patent. In another respect, you could have two patents, and they wouldn't say anything about relating to having to do with each other, but the combination of the two would be so obvious that they wouldn't need to. So this can arise in several issues. For example, the KSR versus Teleflex case. So what happened was the acceleration of a car used to use cables, and then they went to electronic sensors, and the debate was on obviousness. And the ultimate ruling was that this was obvious because in the modern age, everything was going to electronic sensors, so it was only a matter of time before the car accelerator was using an electronic sensor also in order to accelerate the car. So this is an interesting point because it was never done before. It wouldn't be obvious in the time that the car was created, and it was a new type of thing, but anyone would have done it given the resources and the coming of age and demand of consumers that wanted electronic sensors rather than cables due to reliability and effectiveness of this new electronic sensor. So these are just some key points that are brought up by obviousness through the professor's slides and some of my own research. I'll post another video pertaining to obviousness.